I want to stress here that this audio session has full sanction of Radha Swami Dayal. With his only permission, I am disclosing all these things. So there is nothing I am adding from my own personal experience. Now, experience is okay. Yeah, I do have personal experiences, whatever I'm sharing here. But sanction, disclosing the things, how much to disclose and how much to keep, is being controlled or is being regulated by Radha Swami Dayal. Our concept of God is very religious. So, as per foreign civilizations, they talk in the term of source, from where the life source is coming. So whatever I have been told, like there are three main reservoirs. There is gamma source, beta source, and alpha source. The most advanced civilizations are connected to alpha source. Then there are middle ones which are connected to beta source, and there are lower ones which are connected to gamma source. What biblical Christian God, Muslim God, or other gods of our religions, they talk about I'm not saying that they are talking about gamma source, but the general sense the people talk of God is gamma source actually. Individual gods like Jesus, Buddha, Shiva, and all Brahma and all those gods, they are subject to mind. They are below Brahm. But in the general sense, when we talk about God, that is gamma source. So gamma source, we are not very advanced. Even saying the word advanced with the human civilization is wrong. We are below average, what I have been told and what I have experienced myself. So now Radha Swami Dayal has sanctioned movement of human consciousness to higher dimensions. Moving into higher dimensions require collective collective human consciousness penetrating into higher regions like astral, or causal is too far. Even into astral, if we can penetrate, our thing will do. So like in our world, we have America, we have countries like America, then Russia, then we have countries like Nigeria, Sudan, and other South Asian countries. Some countries are well off, and some countries are very backward. So it ultimately come to how much resources one country controls. Like America has good human resource, that is the primary thing there, and natural resource they do have at this point of time. I'm not talking about the past or the very past thing, but at this point of time they have good human resource. So that is the reason of their advancement. And then there are countries in African continent, they what we call them poor countries. And this unequal distribution of human condition is not the result of money or natural resource. This is due to the lack of resource of Shabd, life source. The civilizations which have abundance of life source or Shabd are very well off. They have a very equal distribution. They are at their every individual citizen, if I call them citizen, is very well off. So we humans are very poor in this. We are being given very little life resource or very less amount of Shabd. So now as the Radha Swami Dayal has sanctioned, our movement into the higher bracket. So the supply of this shabd or life resource will increase, and the condition of every human being on this earth, whether he's in America or in Russia or in Sudan or Nigeria or any other country, will increase, because uh, resource true resource is the shabd, not the natural resource of the planet or the human resource or any other resource. If the resource of shabd is given, is being supplied more, condition of every human being will be very better. So this is one thing. Another thing, like, if we are not that advanced, we should be not be disheartened. Actually, the full force of Radha Swami Dayal is with us. Kabir Sahab and Swamiji did the initial work, and due to their work, we are at certain level that we can, really look into the eyes of the other civilizations. When they come or whatever they come, what for whatever reason they come, we can look into them, look into their eyes and say that, oh, okay, yeah, you got something, we have also got something, because these saints have brought enough life resource from the reservoir. So it's not a thing which is easy to understand by the normal public, but yes, this is the thing. So for the betterment of humanity, we need to, not to work for the humans, but work for the betterment of overall picture. How do we interact with them, and all those things. Humans have been kept alone for quite some time, and whatever I have been told, like, it has been more than 5,000 years since they made a formal contact, and now we are at certain point where we can have a formal contact with them. I don't know how they will contact, and how they will really initiate the thing, but be assured that we are not at a disadvantaged position. The full force of Radha Swami Dayal is with us, as told by Swamiji and Kabir. And when you have to understand that Radha Swami Dayal is a total. Even they are under within their domain. They are not outside of their domain. So they do have to comply with whatever he not says, but whatever he ordains, they have to comply with it. If Radha Swami Dayal has decided that now is the time, that means they will have to comply. Another thing, like whatever I have learned, is like that we humans are very good at biology, medical science, and we may not be good at physical science, like making those fancy what they call UFOs and crafts, but our biological advancement is good enough, at least for humanoids, not for other ET or ETs, but those belonging to humanoid species, we are good enough. The biology of other humanoids like greys and others is very bland, so they are interested in that. So we can use that to bargain. We will share our medical knowledge, and they will share their nothing comes for free. That we will have to learn. If somebody is sharing some even a minute technological advancement, they expect something in return. So we will have to do, this bargain. So anyway, uh, again I will emphasize within this, middle, this all has been sanctioned by Raja Swami Dayal to speak about. I am not speaking from my own authority. So again, yeah. So this is the thing. So how they will make a contact, and how they will be, coming about this thing. As I already told in my earlier videos, it's a single impulse in the, outside of the dimension of time. So it has already been done. It uh, so it is only in the, laying out of the events in the linear time dimension. So, but thing is that some civilizations are so advanced that they can make a change in this whole thing. But those so advanced civilizations may not be interested in humans. uh, those who are moving towards the merger in source, uh, but they are sympathetic to us. What I have been, learned, they are sympathetic to humans. uh, so this is the thing. Another thing I will talk about our latest technologies. We have, from my own personal engineering experience, I know about AI and deep learning, and in wireless communication I know about uh, massive MIMO, which is used in 4G and 5G thing. At the core of these technologies, it is very basic. In AI, it is the, setting of bias and weight of the individual neuron, and then all other things are around that. And in massive MIMO, it is an version of matrix. I don't know how many of you are conversant with these technologies, but those who are, conversant with these things, they can relate to it. So I would like to say that these are very mundane technologies. We need a kickstart, big kickstart in how we perceive the technology, and how it can be used. Uh, that kickstart can be given by foreign civilizations only, which are sympathetic to it, to humans. I have, there are some civilizations which are very sympathetic to humans, and there are some, not very, sympathetic but averse to us. So anyway, that is later thing. How, how we humans join the thing, and how things are shared with us. uh, so this all thing may appear, something in air. I am making out of air, and not for many people. For some people, it may be convincing. For other, most of the people, it may be, thing brought out from here. But this is the thing. So things are moving in the right direction. That is okay, and we have to move beyond the concept of God. There is no God. We have to be more scientific. So like in our human, carriers, we think about carriers of 80 years, big thing. 70 years, 60 years, I will achieve this thing in my, lifetime, and then I will do this and that. So those career goals are mostly material, and or monetary, goals. So that is not the right thing. 13 billion years have passed, as they say in, Big Bang and all those things. So I will appeal to every human, big things, big people. You know, don't limit your career goals to your lifetime. It should be beyond that. It may appear very very magical, or very unrealistic to you, but there are civilizations. They have if I call them people, they have people who have goals beyond their lifetimes, multiple lifetimes, and they achieve them. Death is a very nominal concept for them. It's like just change of clothes, but their regular thing is that, like, they continue their journey. It's difficult to comprehend at this level for humanity, but it will eventually come. So this is the thing, and again I will emphasize here that everything I'm saying here is with the permission of Radha Swami Dayal. Not many people are conversant with Radha Swami Dayal. I will tell them to research about Sant Mat, how it started, and Kabir Sahib, Swamiji, and everything, because that is the true path. We call it spiritual, but it is scientific. At the core, it is scientific. This message is not for only spiritual people. This message is for every human being out there. And yeah, it may cause a lot of ripples for some people. For some people, it will be easy to accept, but so it is like that only. There are civilizations. You will have to accept it, and they are preparing us for arrival. Uh, and don't assume that they will share their technology just by like that. They will come and they will share their technology. They will expect something in return. And we do have some advantage in that. Our biology of human body is very complex as far as humanoids are concerned, so we can share that, and in turn we can get physical sciences technology, and so far we are moving from gamma source to beta source, as I have been told. So we are moving towards somewhere in middle, and we are not that advanced. What I have been told, like, there are 93 dimensions, and furthest any civilization has gone is 87 dimensions. And when the any civilization which is front running reaches the 93rd dimension, as per our own spiritual literature, dissolution will happen. These are difficult to comprehend at this moment, but it's like that only. They are also exploring the universe as we are doing. So what the civilizations which are at the highest dimensions are sympathetic to us. Civilizations which are at the lower dimensions doesn't want to get the humanity entered into their club, because it will take the resource of Shabd from them. So these are very new things, for many new, not many, all the whole of the humanity. These are the very different things, but it is the reality. You may accept it, you may not accept it. To accept it, I will tell you that you are limiting your goal to 70 years, 80 years, 90 years. Then you are dying. Then again, you are reborn as a dog or a cat or something like that. So, what's the use? Think over it. What's the use of it? You do some contribution to the humanity, and then you die, and you again, reborn as some other animal or even a tree. This whole system need to change. So humans have like mind. So mind is very big thing. I have talked about this mind thing in our other videos. It's an enemy to any civilization, not to only Earth, even to other civilizations also. But they have learned to how to overpass it. and how to move to higher dimensions. We humans are, very primitive in that. We haven't learned it actually. We fight over mundane issues like caste, religion, all these things. We are fighting among ourselves. But Radha Swami Dayal has, in his grace, sanctioned the change for humans. So it's the right time to think humanity as a single unit, not as a country or some other things. So that is the message I wanted to give. So I will be giving another video, another audio session over this. I will again emphasize here that this whole thing has been, sanctioned by Radha Swami Dayal. Those who don't know who Radha Swami Dayal is are advised to go through the literature of Sant Mat and what is Sant Mat and how it works. They are advised to go through that. So that's it. I will be sharing more things, and in the coming times, one thing is sure is that they are coming. There is absolutely no doubt about that. How they will come, how they will really contact. I already had a false start in this direction when I thought they have already initiated the formal contact. But anyway, that was the part of the design, and so also I will tell you to visit my blog santmatve@blogspot.com, and you can see the videos there. And I am excited, and so you will be excited how things will there will So another thing, I will talk about that, like transmigration of souls, how it happens, and how it will be done after the merger of our civilization into theirs. So I will be talking about that in later sessions. That's it. Thank you. Bye.